Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here, celebrating our friends over at Cendyn at a special event here in Indianapolis. I got Caryl Helsel with me of Dragonfly. So Caryl, you are an industry strategist. What is the big issue that keeps coming up time and time and time again through these days?
Oh my goodness, like the brokenness of technology and integrations. And so that's one of the big things that we walk into situations where systems are just broken, so hotels can't perform. And it's because people don't know how to optimize them or install them. And I would say the second thing is AI.
Yeah.
The optimized content for AI, right?
I've been like, is it AI? Is it AI?
It's content, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And the problem with AI, and that's one of the things that we're discussing after this recording, but way before you've seen this video, is again, how are people grappling with this? When it comes to AI, I feel like everybody's just using it instead of the word technology without any understanding that it's something fundamentally different than what we've seen before.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does. And what we're finding is that we have hotels that are missing the mark because they don't have any natural language in their content. So they'll say, I'm a luxurious hotel, not I'm a luxury hotel. So what are people going to ask for? They'll say a rooftop oasis, not a rooftop bar.
Right.
Well, does anyone ask for a rooftop oasis when they're in a event?
Funny enough, I get 3 times this morning, but there's a space.
Oasis? Well, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with for sure.
Yeah, well, but that's it. That's really true. It's interesting how you have to like think about language and parse it out differently. And as a language guy, I absolutely love that, thinking about how people actually use words as opposed to how we think people use words.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So how does systems compensate for that?
Well, first of all, we need to go back and look at all of our content, and we really need to get better because unfortunately in the hotel industry, our content's all over the place and in different places say different things. And so there's got to be a real focus on transitioning our content into the right language to be able to be ready for agents.
Totally. And I'd also like, speaking of content, more specifically, the content that's on your website, a lot of times I'm finding it's just not doing it. It's boring. It's generic. It's not really telling me what my experience is going to be like. And yeah, you may be a select service hotel, but there's still an experience to be had that needs to be translated to the customer. And saying things like restaurant 0.3 miles doesn't really help.
Not at all.
Yeah. So any quick tip that you could give somebody who's at the beginning of grappling with understanding that they have to do something with their hospitality technology?
I would say seek some help. I know that's coming from someone who does this, but you're hoteliers.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to know technology, right? You're not supposed to be experts in this. So there are many of the experts that are here in Indianapolis this week, my company, along with a lot of others that are equally as good, and would love to have you ask for some help because I think it's important to make the right decision.
That's true. I think the most dangerous thing you could do is think you know when you don't really know. And that's what the specialist is for. Caryl, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Caryl and myself, Glenn, and the good folks over at Cendyn. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.